Well, at least their heating bill must be pretty
Why
low.
is there no audio whatsoever? That's well,
Greetings, my child.
Yikes!
okay.
Welcome to the
So I
first
messed with
church
my
of the
microphone
chunk.
that much.
Or
But
the
there's
dogs. I am Father Allegro Rasputin.
what the hell?
May I help you?
Okay, that's fun.
Are you some sort
Okay.
of hologram or something?
I can
course.
hear that now.
I'm a
Can't hear
ghost.
myself.
And you're a priest.
Where?
So you're sort of a holy ghost then?
Oh my god. Okay, hi everybody. I hope you can hear me. It shows that you can, and that you can even hear the game, but for some reason I can't.
This is too creepy for words. I'm out of here.
Das Vidania.
That's too weird. Oh, hey. Okay, so no, it's just a failing connection. Hey, I'm gonna do something. Just for right now. Oh my god, that's so clear. Let's see. Get my mix back. Hey TM, how you doing? I apparently pressed some knobs and buttons and I had no sound, but now I do. Awesome. So yes, I don't know if my stream problems are going to be fixed until I have a new ISP, but I've reset everything and I've tried to minimize the amount of devices on the internet and whatnot. And, we will see. But in addition to that, I fixed the giant mess that was the last stream, and as you can see, I have quite a few new versions. I even have one like right before going to so this is the glitched out one, and this is the not glitched out one. I don't know why it's 7 hours. I must have just left it running for too long. Well, because like, wow. Or maybe it's just counting the total playtime, including the other stuff. Interesting. But I have an inventory right now. So the glitch happened after I went through this little scene.
I can hear some people talking inside. If I move closer to the window, maybe I'll be able to make out what they're saying.
Maybe. Why did he suggest it if he was going to just do it himself anyway?
Where's my money?
Well, it does make adventuring quite
All
difficult.
in due time, my dear Mr. Pegnose.
Hey, that voice sounds familiar.
We've only completed part of the plan. You've done an admirable job in getting Guybrush out of the way, as well as reappropriating the Marley family heirlooms. I trust you put them somewhere safe for the time being.
Of course I am. I'm no idiot. That junk
Game
is
audio's
so
a little
interesting.
low.
He's
Alright.
safe and sound in my impenetrable cave.
That junk, as you call it,
I'm
may
gonna
very well be
actually
the...
see, because it always seems to work better if I adjust that. If it will allow me from in here, that would be ideal. They are all jacked the fuck to 10, so that's not gonna help now. Well, let's get
key to ridding
audio
these islands
going
of
there.
pirates once and for all.
And,
No offense, of course.
Right.
Is it
So about
blending
my
from
feet.
here?
Later, my good man. In the
Is
meantime,
this getting
the
louder?
heirlooms are our little secret. Keep them hidden, and not a word to anyone.
Sort of
We'd hate
figuring
to
out
have
this
my
new
plans
microphone
spoiled
as I
by
go
an
too.
indiscretion.
Okay,
All
cool.
right, Mr. Mackerel,
Yeah,
we'll
it's
do
a
it
blend
your
thing
way.
on the microphone
But if
itself.
you don't pay me soon, I'll cut your gizzard out.
Alright.
No need to be such a ruffian. You'll get what's coming to you.
I'd better.
I'm off to tend to my affairs. Now
This
that we're in possession of the
new
Marley
Yeti
heirlooms,
handles so
I must
much of it
begin
in itself
determining
is
how they
odd.
relate to the ultimate
The
insult.
Yeti X. Getting all fancy.
So, Ozzie and Pegnose are working together. After I deal with Pegnose here, I'll have to pay Mr. Mandrill a little visit.
New 3D prints. Got a green and purple tentacle. Waiting for paint and, well, finishing before paint. Yeah. They're cool. Right now it's printing a Pikapool for my wife, so. Combination Pikachu, Deadpool, all cute. Now, that would be cool. Have he very much is. Lot more white in his palette. Well, I mean light color, not white. We'll say light color. Alright. So let's just grease up this map, because we explored a bit before everything went to hell on the last one. So, chicken grease, because we can. On the welcome mat. And because I haven't done it nearly enough, and it's something that when I'm just playing by myself, I tend to do a lot. Walk around with the duck and just random.
No, go away, you stupid duck! No, go away, you stupid duck! No, go away, you stupid duck! No, go away, you stupid duck!
Fiddling around with the idea of doing like a character in a version of these streams, like a pirate plays, because I don't know, I was loving sitting here and doing a pirate voice for the longest time.
Let me out of here!
I think it's just
I
the
don't
beard
think
though.
so. You're going to jail, bucko.
Well, Inspector, here's your real criminal.
What's this? That looks like Pegnose Pete.
Let me out of here!
It is. He's the one who framed me for the bank robbery. I'd like this anklet removed now.
You got nothing on me.
I overheard you and Ozzie talking about how he hired you to rob the bank and frame me.
Ha! That won't hold
It really
up as
won't.
evidence.
You may have heard a complete confession, but it's
But
all
that prosthetic
hearsay.
nose I gave you earlier should clear my name.
Well, not
Yeah.
exactly. That would only prove that Pegnose
No.
was at the scene of the
They,
crime. It wouldn't prove he was the perpetrator. To do that, you'd need to prove Pegnose had the loot in his
They got
possession.
to do more
But-
slapstick
So,
comedy
I
type
will not
stuff
be
with the
administering
engine
justice in this
in
case.
this than they
But you
did
can't just let him go.
in Grim
He's
Fandango,
not going
definitely.
anywhere. He's wanted for
Although, I
plenty
mean,
of
when
other
you have
crimes.
characters like
Come back when you
Glottis
think you
too,
can
it
prove
does
what you
allow
claim.
for that. But that's more like
Alright.
the Glottis thing. You don't really see like Manny slipping on a banana
Gee,
peel.
I
And
wonder how Elaine's doing.
all that, you know.
And so, my swashbuckling citizens, as we approach the next century, can we
Which
really
is
afford
interesting
to entrust
after
Melee
reading
Island's
Larry
future
Ahern's
to a man with no
notes
past,
on
a man with
Curse of
no
Monkey Island there the other
experience,
day,
a man who doesn't
and-
even seem to like
and their
pirates.
conscious decision
Common
to
sense says
like they were
no.
aware it was a change in tone. Yeah, that's frustrating.
Is right.
I prefer to
am a
always have
newcomer
that
to these
text up
islands,
there. I
and
don't know if
true
it's
that
just
my
an
experience in
overfondness
affairs
to,
of state is
you know,
minimal at best.
well, the secret of
But
Monkey
it doesn't
Island and
take
Monkey
a
Island 2 that just didn't have
seventh-generation
it.
pirate princess to see that Melee Island needs more than
Well, I'm not
part-time
playing it in
status
Scumbia.
quo governor. A governor
I'm
who
playing
can't
it
even
in
promise
the
her citizens
PS2
good times
emulator.
and
Okay, sorry.
free grog.
Yeah, but I would love for this to have proper Scumbium support, because as of yet, this is it is the ideal way to play this game. I think I can say that pretty fairly, just because of additions. Like, if you could add the updated stuff by patch to the PC version and then, you know, make it scalable, then it apes this any day, I'm sure. The various cut content that you've mentioned in the terms of dialogue, you know, the monkey combat chart that'll pop up, just various little tweaks besides the higher resolution and slightly updated textures, sort of thing. Like, if all of that could just be applied by a patch to the PC version, and then you still have access to, you know, changing your own resolution, using system-specific shader functions and stuff like that. You could make this look pretty damn cool at this point. But I think you'd have to get the best version of it, you'd have to get this stuff for the source files. and that's why I totally understand your frustration with Scumbium, and like, as much as I love those guys, and you know, I try to chat them up, whatever. There's like, while they see it as done, and this is Grime, so it's not, you know, this would be the residual merger, but why am I even going there? That's ridiculous. Let's go pretend we know something. Because we already preloaded his stuff up. Yeah, and even beyond the fixes, there's the potential for growth in all of these. Like, in this, like, they're typically the guys who would know how to extract the art files from this and apply it as a differential to the current data files required for that. And, you know, I know they'll just do it by doing PS2 support, and that'll do a certain extent of it. I don't know, it'd be cool to see just the ability to take, well, yeah, seeing all the Erskine art upscales that they've been doing, like Brandon Bloom's been doing with all sorts of that shit, which is just really, really cool. And it'd be neat to be able to see that done. You know, I'm not sure if I want to see a dithering mixer's output on the proper 16 color Secret of Monkey Island, though, because, you know, it doesn't quite, in a lot of places it doesn't work with that traditional dithering. You know, it seems like some of the LucasArts fan community wants to treat it like it's dead. Like, and I don't mean the community's dead. I mean that LucasArts is dead, and they want to leave it and have a mausoleum for it and whatnot. Whereas the community is still here. It's all around. It's streaming on Twitch. It's interacting on Discord. It's speaking directly to the creators these days on Twitter itself. Absolutely remember those good times. There's neat shit. I wish I was so fortunate as to have gone to, and I'm not, to be clear, if any Mojos are watching right now, I'm not sitting here to dig at you. I wrote my big love letter to you guys a couple months ago. You know how I feel. But it's not dead. It doesn't need to be a mausoleum. In fact, there's amazing games that come out all the time now. And now that independent development has brought the point-and-click adventure back from the dead in forms that we loved more than what it tried to evolve into. Like, this is me playing Monkey Island with a fucking controller, dude. Like, and I get it. Actually, you can play Tails that way too, and it's fun. But you can. The whole concept of the reason why it wasn't just like pointing on something and clicking on it was because it was supposed to be, it was dead. That's absolutely fair, and I absolutely understand. And just the other day, yesterday, not the other day, it's ridiculous. It's unfair, and but that's as far as I'll go on it. The point I was trying to make, so I didn't just leave it there, because I have a bad habit of going on tangents, is just all of these people, the LucasArts that we loved, it never died. As far as I'm concerned, what Tim's doing wherever he's at, what Ron's doing wherever he's at, that's still all the LucasArts and Lucasfilm we loved. They just don't have corporate masters telling them what to do anymore, and they can do what they want now. Fuck, Tim's got like a blank check from Microsoft, and it's not like that, but I mean, you know, it's not the first time, but I wish all of them the best, and I know that we're gonna see amazing new games from them. And yeah, from time to time, they might even dip in, you know, the genres that we prefer, and I hope so. Because they've shown that they're more viable. And they're all becoming more aware that it never really went away. It just wasn't this AAA giant billion-dollar gaming market. It has its own niche in this area for people who like stories and humor and funny. And it's all still alive. It's all still going. And in some places, it's thriving better than it ever has. And it's right here in this community that's building around it. It's in all these new Kickstarter games that have become a self-sufficient community of developers who grew up loving these games and are using them as their model to strive towards. Those games deserve that same amount of attention too, and I get there's lots of places that do it, and there's a specific point and purpose for specific pages. But it's not dead. And, you know, there's always going to be people enthusiastic to do this sort of stuff. And just be more open. Anyways, we're going to play some Monkey Island because that's what it's all about. And you know, I love our community. I love what it has been, what it can be, and what it is in the best circumstances. Let's go fuck with Ozzie's head, though.
I'm back.
What do you want now?
And to be clear, my "it's not dead" is not a direct response to what ATM was saying, that it's dead. I mean that the thing that we all followed that seems to be being treated like it died. It never died, it just changed. And we continued to follow it for years. And then things happened and, you know, stepped away from it. But there's still people that... Anyways, I have this bad habit of going on a loop, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to play some Monkey Island, like I've said like 5 times, because I'm sitting here not doing anything. So, let's see. Hey, you're the jerk who hired
you're
Pegnose
the jerk
to
who
frame
hired
me.
Pegnose to frame me for the bank robbery.
That's strange. I heard that you were the one who robbed the bank.
Ha! I overheard you talking to Pegnose in the swamp.
What?
You heard me. I know all about your
I do
scheme to
hope
steal the
one day
Marley heirlooms.
Ah! Your puny
Everybody in the
pirate brain is
Avenger
incapable of
community can just
perceiving
sort of
the
live
true
on the same
depths of
page
my
again.
scheme.
And
Besides, you'll never be able to pin anything on me without the loot. And you'll never
it's an
find it.
unlikely thing that'll ever
I
happen.
already found it.
But
Really? You found Pegnose's booty
One can dream.
showcase?
Yeah.
because it's
What
fun
did it
when
look
we're all
like?
working together and shit. Come up with some neat stuff. I love this line.
As showrooms go, I rated a 78. It had a good beat and I could dance to it.
Casey.
You're probably bluffing. But I was planning to take a hike to the showroom anyway.
Case. Oh god. And now I can't remember. Oh my god, I can't remember his... I hate when that happens. And he's like...
And when I return, I'll have plumbed the mysteries of the ultimate insult. Don't
It never
touch
clicked in
anything while I'm gone.
for me for years that Casey Kasem was the,
Grandpa
like, the
Marley's
original
letter
voice of
mentioned
Shaggy.
the ultimate
Or
insult.
was the voice
Wonder
of
if it's
Shaggy
important.
from Scooby-Doo during my childhood. Until years and years later. Alright, let's follow the sawdust. It's all like, this whole moment's supposed to remind you of following the shopkeeper. It sort of does, but it doesn't last very long. Let's be honest. Was that one screen? It's one screen. I thought they
Good
at
thing I had
least
that
had
drill
more than
model.
one
Up
screen.
until now, that is. It's disappeared. And those termites probably ran out of cane to eat. Now, where
Well,
did that
that's the
Australian
bait.
pirate phobe go?
I also have all the pieces of
Oh, there he is.
the
I
Abomination
must have
of Nature.
kangaroos in me upper paddock.
Be
Should I
very,
do the
very
Abomination
quiet.
of Nature
I'm hunting
first?
Aussies.
This ultimate insult nonsense has me uncharacteristically baffled. I knew I should have taken that class in ancient voodoo
Yeah,
curses at the University of Toowoomba.
Just in case, like, I lost that in my inventory. Okay. Well, then I'll still assemble it. Why not?
The heirlooms must be nearby.
They are. Very much so.
Let's see. Blah, 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 Lucre Bank.
Oh my
yada,
God,
yada,
no,
saved
no,
a
no,
deed to wedding gift. Ultimate, yours true.
I think I've got a bit more fine-tuning before I can take this
you do.
thing out for a test run.
Yes, you do. But hey, dialogue.
Now my creation is complete. It's alive!
That was exciting.
Yay. Where's the trees?
Hey, there's a hidden passage back here. That must be where Ozzie disappeared to.
Climb down hidden passage. Murray? It's not Murray. Pile of Murrays. Yeah, totally. And it just stands there for half a second and then falls on its ass. It's just, I think it's another one of those things that backs up your statement that this would have been a great Sam and Max game. And I said it would, you know, it'd only take out a little bit to make it not piratey, but like Sam and Max could be piratey. Sam and Max could be anything. That's the beauty of Sam and Max. Oh, totally.
Wow. Wonder if Elena let me have one of these.
Push a button.
Hey, that looks like the Lucre Town Bank's missing loot. And the Marley heirlooms. I've got to find a way to get in there.
Yeah, no. And as far as Easter eggs go, it is one of the sillier ones. Oh shit. Is Murray Ball in this? And how would we get to that? In addition to that. Yeah. And it's so hokily jammed
Murray?
together too. Like,
Guess not.
it's got a stomach for a hand, man. that's a stretch by any set. And a giant, like, they made a big old butt just for the hell of it. It's like, hey, see what I can do in the 3D tool, guys? Check this out. Dive into deep water. I love the pose as he's sinking. Like, look at.
It's too dark to see.
Yeah, it is. Good. Bubbly. Get over here, Scupperware's bait.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Maybe I should wait until they're closer.
Absolutely, we should. Well, that sounds dramatic. Come on, you fish.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Yay. Nice. I think there isn't there also another extra mini game as well. Oh, seriously? You have to do it before then? Well, I mean, I do have various save files earlier. Interesting. But I mean, if it was like, if you have to do it before
It's a
getting
good thing
there,
I can hold my breath for
you
10
can
minutes.
probably do it like any time before then. I'll look it up. Maybe we'll cap it off that monkey invaders. Pick up Marley haven't here. A lot of picking up to do. And they make you watch every one. Still wondering if I can use Benny Boy's
Hey,
tools
something
to
just fell out of the chest.
extract
a tiny screw.
proper
I'll
3D
bet
models
it goes to Pegnose's
out
prosthetic
of
nose.
this, and if
Now I can clear the good name of
or if they're
Guybrush
just in
Threepwood.
stupid T position, if so, because I want very much to make direct 3D prints of various Guibrushes from this game, even if they're super low res. Frankly, that works better for me. Okay. So that's a weird sort of cutoff point.
I don't think that would help anything. I don't think it's my time to walk into the light.
Yeah, but don't look at it and it's, oh yeah, this is the way. Probably for Pegnose and shit.
Wonder what this little brass screw could be used for.
Yeah. Yeah. Just in the light zones. That is an oddly phallic rock. Well, there's that one. And then there's this one that has more of them. Anyways, we're not here to do penis ratings. It's even an object. Stalactite.
I don't think that would help anything.
Well, go away, brass screw first.
What a strangely shaped stalactite. What a strangely shaped stalactite.
What a strangely shaped stalactite. Look at
It's
that.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Alright.
It's beautiful.
No, look at the window.
That's Pegnose's showroom over there.
It is. I don't want to leave cave here. I probably should, though. You get looked at stalactite stuff. Alright. Leave again. It's like, just let me walk into the sea. As low as Bob's in the stand. Damn it. Stay underwater for 10 minutes twice. Interesting. And with all the mini games and having missed Murray Ball and whatnot, I think after we've completed the game, I might do a little bit of bonus thing, especially because you say there's slight differences in the demo and stuff too. So I mean, I could try to find some way to get the demo up and running and and throw that into a bonus stream. And it's been a little bit since we've had anything worth doing that for. So there's a bunch of like Easter eggy game stuff that be worth fiddling around with. Maybe not for 2 hours or something, but like still. So. And I mean, if there's a way we can get Monkey Invaders or whatever going on this playthrough, we're totally gonna do it anyway. But because there's something that's gonna involve going back. Why am I gonna fucking bait Sean? Ah. Wow, okay. Just had a moment. Let's go to the Hall of Justice. Hey guys. Give anybody screw. Wow.
Oh, Inspector, I think you'll find this interesting.
What's this? It looks like a tiny screw.
I think you'll find it goes with a nose I gave you earlier.
Oh, you do you? What makes you so sure, eh?
It won't prove a thing.
Quiet, you.
Oh, did I mention that I found it with the loot that was stolen from the bank?
Well then, perhaps we should give it a try.
Yeah.
Hold still, you. Quiet, you. Well, I'll be. Let's see that screw.
Yeah, enough to put his hands on
Doesn't fit.
his
Quiet,
prisoner.
you.
If the nose fits, you must acquit.
I've never seen that screw
But I mean-
before in my life.
This
Quiet, you.
prisoner is shackled to a wall,
Alright
so I
then.
don't know if they're following
Guess
like,
your name's been cleared. Let's
proper
see that leg of yours.
procedure.
Oh, right.
As we would consider.
The anklet thingy.
Hold on. Maybe I should do a background check on you. Just because you didn't rob the bank doesn't mean you aren't wanted for other more heinous crimes.
Hey, he stole a duck.
Quiet, you! On the other hand, without the stigma of felonious robbery hanging over your head, you seem pretty harmless. So, off you go.
Hey, was that an insult?
Now, Pegnose. Could Pegnose have just been Largo? And I'm not saying is Pegnose Largo,
Done paying
he
your
is.
debt to society, Otis?
But could they have just used Largo for that
Time to make
character?
sales, shipmates.
Thank gods, I hate this repressive
Hell, if they really want to work the whole no-nose
I
thing
was
in
getting
it,
kinda
have
bored.
Largo have
We
had
can't.
his
I
nose
have
bitten
more
off by
repairs
a
to
duck. Largo's a bozo. I'd
Just
believe
kidding.
it.
Ship's ready.
But, like, it seems like a missed opportunity. Yeah.
All right, mateys. Stay here and watch the ship while I go into town.
Yeah, you guys stay here while Guybrush and I check out the flora.
If you get to go, I get to go. Scumbar, here
Yeah,
I come.
I do think that
anyone
that
here
was
gets to go to
their
the skull bar,
misunderstanding of it,
it's
or
me.
perhaps they just
Hey.
couldn't get the concept
Please
of
stay
the
here and guard
string
the
shirt
ship.
to work
I'll be
with
back
what
soon.
they had.
Jeez,
So they're all like,
we were
let's do it
just
this way.
kidding.
We were.
I mean, that's fair.
This can't be right.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid it is, Governor. Charles L. Charles' Good Times Free Grog campaign has given him a 23% lead in all the polls.
Also, thanks for
Honey,
joining,
I'm home.
M. Rudnick.
Guybrush, you're back.
Yes, and look what I've got. Oh, wait, that's not it.
Oh, Guybrush, this is wonderful. Esteban, take these papers down to Melee Town Hall and save my mansion. Oh, Guybrush, I am so glad you're back. What took you so long?
Yeah, the only part that's
Well,
up
that's
for
a funny story.
really
It all started
grabs
when I went
it,
looking
whether
for
or
the
not it
no-nosed
was Dream, and Dream
And then
is
Ozzie said, "I'm
inaccurate,
gonna
more
put your
like a
shrimp on me
curse
body."
is the end.
After that, I was
The
attacked by an
theory
army
there
of
is a
koalas.
theory though of it all being
And so the lawyers used the
in a
Marley
child's
Mansion deed to drop the legal
imagination
papers to save the mansion.
and just
And I came
being
back
lost in a theme park, but that's being fairly
Seems like the
debunked
sensible
over the
thing
years
to do
by
would be to
the
destroy my grandfather's
creators as well.
heirloom so that no one could get their hands
It's
on the
just a
ultimate
fun theory,
insult. Whatever that is.
I agree. Got a match?
Charles, you manipulating weasel. Get out of my house before I stick my piranha poodles on you.
Yipes! Now, my dear Mrs. Marley.
Threepwood.
Is that any way to talk to
I
the
mean,
next
that's a great
governor of
theory.
Melee Island?
There's all sorts of theories.
I don't care what the polls say.
That's
the pirates of
awesome.
Melee will
I
see
have
through your tissues of
my own
false
theories.
hopes
So
and
we
empty
all have our
promises.
own theories, right? AT? But
The
that's
pirates of
cool.
Melee
I
couldn't
enjoy
see
your
through
theory
a
as well.
window. They can't even see what's right in front of them.
What are you talking about?
Why, only the biggest lie of them.
LeChuck!
LeChuck?
At your service. Enough of this inane banter. I've got an election to win.
How do you expect to be elected once I tell everyone you're really LeChuck?
Go ahead, tell them.
We also
Jump on the
understand
rooftops. It
holding
will
to your
only
guns
ensure
about
my
your
victory.
theories as well.
And once I'm elected,
We're
I'll use my gubernatorial
pretty well
powers
versed in that.
to divine the secrets of the ultimate insult.
Huh?
You heard me. The ultimate insult. With its unholy power, I'll make the seas run red with the blood of my enemies.
And
I'll bring the
returning to your
forces of
original
hell
point
to the shores of the Caribbean.
of it making the world a lot smaller when you have the same character show up on many different islands, and that's true. But it does happen. And
Oh, yeah?
you know,
Well, you fight like a cow.
Largo can be completely gone forever, right? It's okay because he wasn't a super likable character. Or he could have been used even further to throw some more in. I mean, they returned to Melee Island for a functional story reason. You know?
I'm confused.
About what?
And it would have a functional story reason that there was somebody off on this other island trying to help Ozzie with his plan while Charles was trying to deal with Melee Island.
How can LeChuck be alive? Relatively speaking, of course.
I don't know.
What is the ultimate insult? And why are LeChuck and Ozymandias after it?
I don't know.
Well, I've got a plan.
I know I'm going to regret asking this, but what is it?
Trying to make it so that he can actually play Minecraft.
I didn't set up a pin.
And you have it locked in the parental controls.
All right, I'll be back in a few, guys.
I'm just bringing it in here
Yeah,
so he doesn't
okay.
have to go anywhere.
Do it this way. I don't have this. I didn't set this. There's no pin.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, Daddy's figuring it out. Even though he's...
Sorry, guys. My boy wanted to play Minecraft on a Switch. Oh, it was sort of awesome. I gave them a pixel sheet of Guybrush, and they all made their own Guybrushes. Chelsea made one in her Minecraft, and my boy Damien made one. Braxton makes amazing pirate ships. It's really cool. Stop playing with the mouse. This game isn't with the mouse. Jesus.
Let's hide in the mansion until this whole thing blows over.
That's not very heroic, dear.
But it's so unheroic, it just might work.
I've got a better idea. I'll redouble my efforts to keep LeChuck out of the governor's mansion, which should be a lot easier now that I know he's really an evil undead demon from heck. In the meantime, why don't you do everything you can to stop Ozzie and LeChuck from getting their hands on the ultimate insult? Well, whatever that is.
Okay. How?
If I were you, honey, I'd talk to the voodoo lady. She always seems to know about these things.
But...
Have fun fighting the bad guy, Schnookums.
So this is what it's like being a first lady.
See, I just want a statue of Guybrush in various in various costumes, but I do have to have statesman Marley-Threepwood. With this giant Guybrush Threepwood belt buckle. Oh my god. Stop. Thank you. I am just going to use the map button on the next one. Point click. Walks to Melee Town. Dog to a lake.
Schnookums?
What is it, dear? I'm kind of busy right now.
What do you think the ultimate insult is?
I don't know. Knowing LeChuck, it's probably some ludicrously powerful voodoo thingamabob.
Probably.
All the more reason you should visit the voodoo lady.
How goes the campaign? Can I help?
Badly. And no.
Can I have some money now? I could have really used some cash on Luger Island.
Why?
I don't know. To buy stuff, I guess.
You'll get your allowance on the 1st of next month, Guybrush, and no sooner.
Rats.
And don't pout.
I really think that my search for the ultimate insult would be helped by large piles of cash.
Sorry, dearest. We need all our cash to fund my re-election campaign.
Well, I'm off to find the ultimate insult.
Try not to get killed and or cursed, dear. Oh, Guybrush!
We have to use all our money for this. But it's revealed by the end of the game, she doesn't want to be governor. She wants a way out. So we threw all of our money into into trying to win a rigged election, and then just to find out she doesn't even want to be governor anymore. Like,
You pulled? Ah, Guybrush. I knew you'd return. How can I help you?
yeah. All I'm saying is, we typically look at Elaine's plans as being pretty freaking overarching, or at least ahead of what Guybrush is doing. But, like, she wasted all that money just to lose a rigged election. Anyway.
I see that you are finally ready to ask me about the ultimate insult.
Yeah.
What would you
Fair.
like to know about it?
Absolutely. very much. It points out how easily crowds can be manipulated. What is the ultimate
sense that
insult?
you want to know what the ultimate insult is.
Good guess.
The ultimate insult is the most coveted and dangerous voodoo item the world has ever known.
More coveted and dangerous than the indescribable terrors of Big Whoop?
Twice as coveted and 5 times as dangerous.
Yowie. What does it do?
It is a powerful talisman that allows its owner to spew incredibly foul insults.
Yeah.
Insults?
Absolutely.
That's all? I thought it would be a potion that turned people inside out or something.
But these are no ordinary insults, Threepwood. These are insults spoken in an ancient, forgotten tongue. Insults so vile, so emotionally crippling, that they transform even the fiercest of pirates into an egoless mass of goo permanently.
Wow! Wait a minute. If the insults are in a forgotten language, how come they're so dangerous? Wouldn't that have the same effect as insulting me in Finnish?
You'd think that, wouldn't you? But the language used by the ultimate insult
Yeah, it could have been so much better.
That it's rumored
I don't
to
know.
be the primal
I don't have,
language,
like I've said previously, I don't have an image in my head of how I would have done it better.
The magics of the ultimate insult.
But
this original language,
the concept
has
is wonderful.
To the very
ancient
heart
primeval,
of
yeah.
a person's soul,
And of course,
and mock it into oblivion.
our primal language would hit like that, sort of thing, right?
I see that you want to know how to make an ultimate insult.
No,
Shh. Sadly, I have no idea how to make an ultimate insult talisman.
That's strange. You've always seemed to be the master of all things voodoo-like.
Yes, but the ultimate insult was outlawed dozens of years ago in the aftermath of a terrible battle between 2 ultimate insult-wielding hoongans that shattered the egos of an entire chain of islands.
That's
I honestly would have
and
taken
bad for business. As a face-saving gesture, the United Voodoo
insults,
Workers of the Tri-Island
like
area
the traditional
agreed to
insult
gather
sword
up
fighting
and
technique
destroy all known
with
copies of the ultimate
monkey
insult
jabber
recipe,
insults
lest one ever be assembled
that you'd have to sort of figure out with pen and paper which one's attached to which, without having to put the syllables in separately and all that sort of thing, and just straight up. And I think that would have been the joke, and I think that would have made it fucking funny, you know. Just straight up normal setup. You got your dialogue choices, but it's like, and then you got to figure out whichever one does, and it sort of takes the wow, words fail me, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. No. I like the idea of making LeChuck attack himself and smash the ultimate insults and have the whole moment, but I think, yeah, it could have been, again, done a different way. And if we were to replace that mechanic, it would have to be, so. If they were going to do the Mortal Kombat parody, they should have taken a scene out of the movie or something instead. It was around the birth of the QuickTime event. They could have easily done that. You know. Timed it out with a little battle. Hell, even... Yeah. I mean, I get that. But, like... Still trying to come up with an alternate option. How do I make it?
I see that you want to know where to find the makings of an ultimate insult.
Not really.
Also, the ultimate
As I
insult
said,
itself,
the instructions
the
to
design
build an
is a
ultimate
little
insult
ridiculous.
have been destroyed. However,
And
I
to
seem to
somebody
recall
casually
that the
watching, I want to
individual
clarify,
pieces of an ultimate
because it
insult
sounds like
can
I'm
only be
nitpicking the
found
edges
on
of this
one
game.
island.
And
Monkey Island?
I need to make it very clear.
It was
that I
some
very
other
much
island
love this game.
entirely.
I have invested a lot of my own time
Unfortunately, this
and,
island's name has also
money
been
into
lost
this
to the
game over
vagaries of time.
the years since it came out. I have helped give support. Oh no, I'm not. I'm absolutely. I was just making sure somebody knows that, because they could have heard it and think that I hate this game and I'm picking on it. Criticizing it's completely different, but just making it clear that I'm not just here to shit on this game. I'm not going to. I love this game, but I will point out little things that are a little bit odd here and there and strange choices, especially. I definitely agree in the sense of for fun and playability with, not having a bunch of gut shots because you dared try to do something different. Unless you got that, masochistic aspect where you just like the punishment, to each their own. Perhaps that's in the nature of the primary Sierra fan, is being a bit of a glutton for punishment and enjoying. Anyways, tell me again about where I can find the makings of an ultimate insult. No, and also no. We've already done this.
Very well.
Very well.
I sense that you want to know the connection between the Marley heirlooms and the ultimate insult.
Stop doing that. But you're right. This chest contains Grandpa Marley's heirlooms.
And I think
According
that's
to Grandpa
absolutely
Marley's letter,
fair
his
as
wedding
well.
presents to Elaine hold the key to assembling the ultimate insult. But there's so much stuff in these heirlooms.
But I
that it's
do
hard
have to
separate
say,
the presents from the junk.
Jealous of
Sense
elements
powerful voodoo forces at work here.
of it, because they get a little bit more direct interaction from
Reveal to us a
their
gift
game's
that's old.
creators and stuff too. Like
Hey, a pair of earrings.
Lori and Corey Cole, they have their Transsolar Discord. They interact all the time. They started streaming recently. They're big D&D nerds.
Ooh, a necklace.
They love interacting with the community and growing that.
With jealous
Yeah, that
sorrow.
is odd.
Bring to light a present borrowed.
A pen on a chain? What kind of present is that?
And
One
you got
beats where once were
well, I mean, the crows.
The final gift is
The
something
crows.
blue.
That's not. The Andromeda guys. I
final
mean, they need
gift
to
is
finish
something
that
blue.
Kickstarter game.
Is
they-
something wrong?
Yes.
Everybody paid for.
There should
And,
be a fourth wedding gift in here. A blue wedding gift.
Yeah.
But my mystic
Yeah,
senses
plaid,
detect nothing.
plaid box
Maybe it's
interior
still
is
on
a bit
Looker
much.
Island.
I don't think so. My voodoo instincts tell me it's somewhere on Melee
Hell,
Island.
having
How
Ken
curious.
Williams pop out of nowhere and start interacting with fans and shit when he was more the money guy. He was the boss. He was, he didn't even realize that he had cameos in almost all of the mainline titles. Well, no, not in King's Quest, but in just about everything else. Particularly, I guess. I'll say every Leisure Suit Larry at least, but he was in other situations too. And I can think of at least one spot in King's Quest V where there's definitely somebody who looked like Ken Williams. And he's a little bit chunkier, and I don't know how Roberta let it through or she was taking a dig at him. But anyways, it's awesome. They get to interact with it. They get, the voices of their characters, which, I mean, we did have in the past. Yeah, totally. That was just getting Ken Williams. Okay, but I still think it's Ken. Anytime I see anybody that even slightly fits his image, just sort of feels like it's a Ken nod. But I mean, and it seems like because of the size difference between Sierra's overall campus and LucasArts's, that those guys spread all over the place. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the the YouTuber named Metal Jesus Rocks, but he used to work for Sierra, and he was actually in one of the video, like the FMV games that they did. I can't remember which one, but he actually, like, he was a programmer. Interesting. Cool. Never really seen him as a blonde and bearded. I guess they're like thinking more Robin Hoodie. I guess that goes along with his adventurer's cap, which is very much a Robin Hood cap for like traditional looking. That would work. Yeah, totally. You did just sort of like go from it is totally worth mentioning too that he did go from like frail, almost about to die old dude to like beefcake in the next title. Also, I want to say in regards to King's Quest V, Mordak is fucking buff. Who decided to make a buff wizard? He's not supposed to be, like, he's huge. Like, if you look at him, he looks scary. He looks like my Uncle Reg when he was lifting weights and just like Mordak is he makes me think of somebody who didn't like, he's Mananin's brother, right? Makes me think of somebody who didn't want to be a wizard, but you know, he let it slide. He was trying to do other things for the longest time, and then he found out his brother was killed by magic, no less, and he's like, okay, I have to commit to being a wizard now. But like, he just wanted to but that's the thing, how many buff wizards do you see, man? Gandalf's not buff. Again, Saruman isn't buff. You know, like, we look at the other areas. If you Unseen University, which admittedly is a parody of wizardry as a whole, but from Terry Pratchett's Discworld, there perhaps was a buff wizard there, and if there was, it was a wizard that didn't want to be a wizard. The rest of them were chunky or spindly. It was either run fast or give up. You know, like Rincewind was one of the best wizards despite not being able to do magic very well because he could just run really fast. Anyways, buff wizards is odd, and to see Mordak all jacked like he's I just hit the gym. Like, come on, man. I mean, that's fair too, but I am not gonna say that like Gandalf's winning an arm wrestle against Aragorn, right? It's not a necessary thing. Like,
do you have any idea where I can find the blue wedding present?
Only that it's somewhere on Melee Island.
What am I supposed to do with the wedding presents?
If Grandpa Marley was telling the truth, they hold the key to finding the ultimate insult.
But how?
If it were me, I'd find the woman who wore those earrings. I can see that you're still fumbling for direction.
How can I help Elaine win her re-election?
That depends. What do you know about politics?
Absolutely nothing.
Then, short of stuffing the ballot box, I don't see how you can help her.
Great! Better get a stuffing.
But if you get caught, the Melee Town Council will string you up, stuff you with crawdads, and let pirates whack you like a
Stuff you with
piñata.
crawdads.
I don't think I like that idea.
It is a
Perhaps it would be
horrifying
best
image.
if you steered clear
Take
of the
a living
election.
person, hang them, what only I can only assume is a form of shellfish. I don't think I've actually had proper crawdads, but I think it's fair to assume that they are shellfish. Pick an orifice, and that's horrifying.
Actually, I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well.
Leader lady. We went through all that stuff.
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush.
Seems like a
I'll
really
be here
rude way
later
to end this conversation. You could be standing still in the middle of the road, and if it happens to be in the middle of her thing and she hits you, she'll get all pissed off at you.
I'm running for re-election.
It's like, it's not our fault you're walking around head down like a zombie.
Charles is none other than the demon zombie ghost pirate LeChuck. Does Melee really want an agent of the undead legions of Heck governing its fiscal policy? I think not.
Sons of bitches. Not going in there yet. I need paintbrushes. Let's throw a save on me. And as we're about an hour in, I am going to take a quick bio break here, guys. And I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. And we will go from there. Let's actually get us off the main map screen. I don't know why, but... And this has more of a Captain Smirk's Sword Academy feel than Meat Hook. I don't know. They should have came up with a way to bring in the rubber chicken with the pulley metal and the zip line again. Reviewers. I want to thank you everybody who's joined us today. Let's go pester Meat Hook, who sounds like the voice of Leonardo from the original Ninja Turtles. Probably isn't, but anybody that has this particular tone always seems to sound like him to me.
Meat Hook!
Guybrush! I'd heard you were killed by a giant clam.
And this is such a bizarre character change for me.
Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
Not bad, but bizarre.
What?
Oh, nothing. What brings you to my humble loft, old friend?
I thought we could catch up on old times.
Like what?
How did you and Carla and Otis
escape from Monkey Island?
Same way you did, of course.
On Herman's hidden pirate ship?
Herman had a ship?
Ah,
that
yes, he
jerk
is.
never told us. I guess
I've
we
never
didn't
noticed that
escape
before.
The same way you did.
Good call.
Whatever happened to your parrot?
You mean the beast? Oh, he died.
Hunger?
Loneliness. A parrot without someone to talk to is a sad
So
parrot.
hunger. I think hunger is still accurate. Loneliness means he had nobody to feed him.
On second thought, I really don't have time to reminisce.
Fine by me. What do you want to talk about?
What's with all the candles?
I use them to create me art.
Your art? I didn't know you had an art.
Oh, yes. As a child, I was one of the foremost watercolor painters in the Tri-Island area. See? Here are me old paintbrushes.
Nice.
I love painting, but after I lost me hands in the accident, I just sort of drifted into piracy. I didn't really like being a pirate, but what else could I do? I was a painter with no hands.
I have to know. Who is the voice actor for Leonardo in the original 80s Ninja Turtles cartoon? Yeah, okay, he was Leonardo Rocksteady and Mung. Now, video games. He's Leonardo. I was right. My ears were right. Cam Clark. He also plays Clive the Jambalaya tourist, as well as our friend Meat Hook here. He was the original voice of Leonardo in the 1987. 87? Is that? Oh, I'm old as shit. 1987 Ninja Turtles series. That's awesome. That just connected two of my favorite things. Also, as you can tell, I have a lot of Monkey Island and adventure game tattoos, but I also have a Ninja Turtles tattoo because that's one of my other massive fandoms. So, yeah, that's awesome. I just got to have a little aha moment. That's sweet. How do you end up painting with wax?
So how did you end up painting with wax?
Well, after me traumatic experience on Monkey Island...
Sorry.
Wait, why does it always have to happen right as soon as my shit dies? I mean, as soon as I go up for my break.
Well, to make a long story short,
and now there's a bunch of
one night
shit
I discovered that I could create paintings from the wax drippings of coloured candles impaled on me hooks. Since then, I have been known to art lovers everywhere as Meat Hook.
And we're back live, hopefully. I just tried pausing it, so we're gonna go ahead and resume.
Master of wax.
That's the silliest story I've heard now.
Giant pot. Oh, barely managed to save any dialogue doing that. Now we're seeing red right off the bat. Why is it trying to cap me out at 1 hour streams lately? Let's go ahead and save here. Save it. It's ridiculous. And I want to say it's just because of, oh, no, it's crashed twice now. So, let's, go ahead. I just saved there. So, we've had 2 stream crashes. I just saved there. I'm going to restart everything and reset my internet and hope to fix this. It should notify you guys when I go live again. Let's go on again. All right. Okay. I will be back on as soon as possible. Oh, wait. Interesting possible origin. Yeah, I'll wait for... Absolutely, I'll wait. No, we'll wait for... What I was gonna do is restart the fucking stream. Because it's crashing so hard. Which earlier tweet. Or not tweet. Early in the chat. Alright. French flying is appropriate. Trying to tell you about an interesting possible origin for that Meat Hook Black Monocle thing. Let's head back. About the Black Monocle? Yes, we started talking about that, and then I got distracted. My apologies. Yeah, no, that does make sense, and it must have been inspired from somewhere. I mean, sure, they could have just said, oh my god, and because he's all artistic now, maybe instead of an eye patch, he has a black monocle. But I think even then, it's probably been, you know, there's all sorts of things that are inspired by images that you've seen and may not have even realized it. So, yeah. No, I totally see how that could be. And they always did like throwing in stylistic nods to things for people to poke around and figure out, like ones that went way above my head that I've only learned about by reading some of your stuff, Sunset. So yeah. possibly, like as I was saying before, it could just be somebody. So is my stream solid again? Because if that's the case, I'll just keep going. We will hazard a continuation because we currently have 4 viewers, if that's not a massive glitch. And yeah, who knows? Maybe I just have to suffer some random crashes because of trash internet. Okay. All right. Do you sell a lot of these wax stripping paintings?
They're selling like wildfire, which is ironic.
Why?
Because if you put them next to a wildfire, they melt.
The humor of the artistic elite has always escaped me. I'm looking for something called the ultimate insult. I could use your help.
How can I help?
Do you have any idea what the ultimate insult is?
Not a clue.
Nope.
Maybe you should ask the old voodoo.
Yeah, no, we know that.
She's good with stuff like that.
I'm looking for Grandpa Marley's 4th wedding present.
Why?
Because it'll help me find the island of the pieces of the ultimate insult.
That's funny.
Why?
Many years ago, when I was a child prodigy using conventional watercolors, Grandpa Marley hired me to paint him a map.
Sort of messed up that they all call him
He
Grandpa
said it was
Marley.
going to be a wedding present for his
I get it.
granddaughter.
They're trying to not
Unfortunately, he left for Australia
use
before
the
I finished
HT
it.
Marley
Where's that painting
name
today?
a whole lot to lead up to
I began working
the
with wax. I painted
surprise
over all
at the end.
watercolors. I just couldn't stand looking
Give
at
it
them
that
anymore.
much more.
I think I covered
But it's weird
Marley's
that he
map
calls him
with
Grandpa
some sort
Marley,
of
right?
landscape. That's all I can remember, though.
Do you still have it?
Or maybe he was one of Elaine's childhood
My waxy
friends, and
creations are
that's why
sold
he calls
faster
him
than I can
Grandpa Marley.
produce them. Marley's map could be anywhere by now.
Darn. Do you think that the map you painted for Grandpa Marley is really the 4th wedding present?
It seems likely.
And you really don't know where it is?
All I know is that it's out there, somewhere, with a beautiful waxy landscape painted over it.
That is absolutely true.
I think I'll plumb this ultimate insult mystery on my own.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing important. Go back to what you were doing.
Thanks.
Oh, right, yeah. Every time you use the abomination, it falls apart. We need a paintbrush, though. That was... So... whole reason.
I've got nothing to paint on.
It was a nice chat, Neil. You have a good one, man. Cheers. Still feels way more like, I don't know, the whole forest just disappeared. You know, Okay, I'll go back and look around at the objects and stuff. Might as well. Huh? Okay. Alright. But, like, what the hell happened to the forest? Comparatively, it's like this whole section of Melee just dropped into the fucking sea. And, like, Stan's isn't here. Stan's is now here. So it's like a big chunk of Melee Island just broke off and fucking died. You don't need to be here. Yeah. Insane. Don't need to be there either. We're going this way. Go to Melee. Jesus. You gotta go to the Lua Bar. Yeah, no, the Monkey Island is...
Great pictures of grog! They've done something horrible to the scum bar!
Welcome to the
Pick up
Lua
the
Bar.
moon, are you nuts?
I'll be right with you.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I don't have the... There's no point in doing this with... Do I have... I need grog. I don't have grog. I do need to go to the docks, yeah. There's really no point in sitting there and fiddling with the damn paintbrush and trying to jam it in at the right time. I don't have the grog to fuse the engine.
Hey, there's a quarter in here.
I'm not picking that up.
I can't use this. I can't use this.
Never actually looked at the quarter. I always just put it straight in.
It's jammed! Stupid grog machine.
Yeah. Kick grog. Express violent feelings. Yeah.
Give me back my quarter.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, we're there's a grog machine.
Jackpot.
But that was weird, and it did it twice in a row. Why does grog look like Pepsi now? Were they that worried of Coke aggressively coming after them that they changed the color of the thing? And changed it from red and then made it look like Pepsi instead? Here, let's drink it. I don't drink the grog. Let's go back. Ulysses.
Guybrush, what did I tell you about drinking grog? Guybrush
Ulysses
Threepwood.
Threepwood.
No grog until my errands are finished.
Yeah. And then became the joke with Krebs. It's like, no, you're thinking of the other Guybrush. No, he's a jerk. He causes a lot of problems. Lua Bar. Sacre bleu. He did it again. Who keeps putting these
Good afternoon,
paintbrushes
Citizen.
here?
I'm Melee Island Governor Elaine Marley, and I'm running for re-election.
Most people have interacted with, well, a lot of the devs have interacted with me when I've tagged them as creators in these games. Mike Stemley has, or Stemley, or I'm not even sure anymore.
Zotalor! You are not allowed back here! Close the door before I whack you in the nugget!
Let's go back and look at the door. Don't need to go there anyway. Weird. It's one color, it's blue wood on the other side and orange on this. There's not a whole lot of anywhere where that makes sense. Maybe heavily weathered outside, the wood is turned to a more gray, and the interior is more protected from weather. But that's me literally stretching to find some sort of response. There's an overhang. There's no weathering to it. It's a completely different door. It's like the outside has an external fascia of old-ass door on top of... Oh, no, wait, like, here it's completely the same, and then when we go inside, it's orange and has some sort of decoration.
Excuse me, miss. Miss?
Can I help you?
Can you recommend something from the menu?
Try the
She's
flaming
all very good.
scuttlefish.
Our chef is one of the best there is.
What's sushi?
Are you for real? Everyone's eating it these days. Okay, it's raw fish artistically prepared with natural ingredients from the sea.
That sounds pretty gross.
Well, we do have a heated dish for the less trendy people like you. Try the flaming scuttlefish.
Did I order some food?
Can I order some food?
Sure. What can I get you?
Do you have anything,
Do you have anything that's cooked?
Try the flaming scuttlefish. It's the only thing that isn't served raw.
I'll have that.
Excellent choice, sir. We're required to say that. Your order will be up shortly.
Alright, so let's go ahead and prepare this end stand-up because it's always frustrating.
I don't think she'd like that.
No, put
Nice
it away.
grass skirt.
And...
Aw, how cute. Little itty-bitty boats floating around carrying itty-bitty pieces.
Yeah, sure. We gotta get off the bar stool. We gotta get this. I hate this part. Ooh, first try out of luck.
Mon Dieu, not again!
Now let's go get this grog
I better
in
move
there.
before he sees what I did.
Who knows? Emulation might make this timer go by ridiculously fast. So.
Here is the problem. Some smarty Alec has jammed the works. So help me if I find out who did this.
One day. For the record, that was totally luck. I usually fight with that part over and over and over again. That's why I was like, Mon Dieu, what has happened? It is, you know, I'm just used to hearing it a lot.
Mon Dieu!
It's his catchphrase. They wanted him to be a bigger thing than he was. They're like, we can lean on this chef character pretty heavily to be the only funny part during this act.
Ruined.
Which is inaccurate, of course. I think the figurehead is,
You might as well take it.
not
It
what she
is of
says is
no
hilarious,
use
but
to me now.
her character existing is. Yeah. And all of her lines are insulting, but like over the top insulting, which is definitely, yeah. I think more and more, the more I think about it, you're right. This should have been a piratey Sam and Max game. And it makes sense. It's Mike and Sean, right? Like, this is their type of thing. And that's the reason why they just need... Well, I agree, but I think it would still work, and I think they need to take more chances with Sam and Max when it comes to how they used to go to all sorts of different plots and environments and stuff. Not just like, oh, here's my noir in the city shtick, which is a big part of it, but all throughout the comics, it's all like, well, here we are. And they do that. It's like, oh, here we are on the moon. And they, you know, I don't know, I love the Telltale games too, but I think they really hit their mark by the 3rd season. And that's when they started taking real chances because they had a bit more budget to work with and an evolved engine. Yeah, exactly. I want to see them go nuts and just really explore Sam and Max's ability to go wherever the hell they want, whenever the hell they want, anytime they want. Totally, completely agree. That's why.
Thank you for your time, citizens. And remember,
I completely agree too. They're all like, okay, no, we've got this. It can do what we want to. Let's just do it now. Well, if I don't know, you maybe didn't follow South Park, but it was very similar there. The first like 3 seasons of it is very different in tone than the rest. It's almost innocent in tone compared to the rest of the series. The first one is where I'll like, here's a bunch of these funny adultish stories that involve children in school. And then it just became, okay, let's become a political beast. Let's start tackling social issues. Let's grow these characters and change them. Cartman went from like a selfish kid to like evil incarnate. You know, there are little things, all their different characterizations were decided they have to grow if they're going to continue. They weren't going to just sit there and be the same thing for 30 years and shit. You know. And because of that, they were able to make it into the archetypes that are known by that community, by their fans now, right? So, yeah. Once they're comfortable enough to sort of hit their stride and go for it, they got so good. And by Devil's Playground, it was just, it felt right within what they could do.
Good afternoon,
Unfortunately, there's so much nihilism being promoted. At least I think taking like say Rick and Morty and how they handle it is by yes, at a surface level it spreads the nihilistic view, but that's if you're only looking at a surface level, and unfortunately many people do. It's definitely taking the piss out of people who believe nihilism's the way. Rick is such an unlikable character, and he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be the jerk who abandoned his family and will randomly kill a universe if that helps him get what he needs and all that sort of shit, right? You know, because what the hell matters? And that's absolutely fair. They should be like, thankfully the ones that got me into it weren't like that. They just said, hey, here, this is a funny show, and it, you know, and I love that they saw that their community was becoming sort of toxic because of just the like overarching secret plots that they were trying to weave in. Let's dress up a figurehead. Let's put these enchanted earrings on the danger
Those
blade.
things really don't go together.
Yeah, it totally does, but I guess on the figurehead.
Who? What? Where? Oh, cripes, not again. Couldn't just leave me alone, could you? Most pirates would be happy with a gorgeous inanimate figurehead. But no, you had to stick those accursed voodoo earrings into me. Well, here I am, an enchanted, talking, ticked-off figurehead. Am I everything you hope?
For me, Mr. Gibbs from
Hey,
the
talking
Pirates of the
figurehead.
Caribbean
Hey,
franchise
a
always
talking
felt a lot
monkey.
like Ignatius.
Well,
Cheese.
actually, I'm a
Not
mighty
saying
pirate
that
captain.
they're the same.
Besides,
I'm
there's
saying
no such
that
thing as a
that
talking
guy
monkey.
could have played
Says
Ice.
you.
He's
I've
way
been
too
everywhere
tall
in this
for it,
cesspool
but I
of
mean,
a
where are
tropical
you gonna find?
paradise, and I've seen everything. Much
Like Danny
more than
DeVito would not be a good
frog-like,
call.
swilling nobody like you.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Suits me fine. Hey! Who painted me pink?
I do think so. Absolutely. I think the banter between Winslow and it's one of the first times we sort of see Guybrush successfully be a fucking captain without like everybody mutineering, and perhaps it's because Reginald was just like over loyal to a fault, but. But
A statuesque lady of your beauty should have a necklace.
And
How sweet.
yeah,
remind
having
me of the
somebody
daughter
for
your parents
somebody
never
whose
had.
primary skill is talking to talk to makes sense. Here, hold this.
Oh, do you need me to carry that big, heavy picture for you?
Yeah. Do you mind?
You know what else would look
Yeah,
good on me?
being cursed into a
Your
figurehead
blood
instead of
on
going
my
to statue. On that note, I want to express some disappointment in the 3D artistry community in regards to what's being made for Monkey Island. There's some excellent Guybrushers. There's some amazing LeChucks. There's an articulated stand, but there is not one single Elaine Marley. Not one. Not one that I've found yet. And that's really disappointing because I've already would have printed it, frankly. And when a character's actually being turned into a statue in the series, I don't think it should be hard for us to have a statue of that character. Now, I'm gonna try to learn shit and make shit, but I'm not gonna say my shit's gonna be good. And I know there's some amazing people out there doing this because I've seen the prints they've made so far. Please, somebody, give us Elaine. Give us statue Elaine. Give us classic Elaine. I wonder if I can tweet Craig Derrick and see if I can get the 3D file they used for their Guybrush models and just print that. The answer would be no, or not, or no answer at all, probably. So, but that'd be fun. Figurehead Elaine's would interesting. You'd have to.
What is this
It's like I'm not sure if I want to do this. And
You
it's like
pantaloon freak.
Guybrush. How? We sort of have a puzzle like that.
Say, you don't happen to know
in,
anything about the ultimate
in
insult,
Broken
do you?
Age
I
with
got
the
your
dialogue.
ultimate insult right here.
It's
Sounds like a
interesting.
big yes to me. Do you know where it is?
How the poop
More
heck should
interesting
I
because
know?
there's like no overlap in teams.
Get a load of this guy. thinks just 'cause I'm attached to a ship, I know where every little two-bit piece of dirt of an island is.
I'm
What
pretty
a
sure there's no
scupper-licker.
overlap, maybe in the art side, but
Look at
I don't
me.
think
I'm
that any
Guybrush
of the classic
Threepwood.
cars were
I'm a
involved with that.
mighty
I think it was like
stupid
Scott Campbell,
pirate.
you know, the Double Fine, the artistes of the time. I don't even know if it is Scott Campbell. That's just who I think of when I think of early Double Fine 2D art.
Do you know what it looks like?
I told you, you festering bucket of shark bait. I don't know anything about your supposed ultimate insult. Look at you walking around like
If it
you
was,
got a
it would be
bow
the
spread
first
up your-
time
Hey,
in
what's this
Ron's
now?
depiction of Elaine that she was
Yikes,
really
this looks
ever
complicated.
a damsel in distress.
This is your captain speaking. Prepare the ship
Or
for departure.
perhaps,
Oh, great. Now where are we going?
or perhaps,
Jambalaya Island, home of the ultimate insult.
LeChuck does cast a
Jambalaya
spell
Island?
on her, similar to what
What kinda
happened
name
in
is
Tales.
Can you get us there, Mr. Cheese?
Aye. Guybrush ends up in hell and
Make
has
it
to
so.
earn his way back, like in
Elaine?
what happens
Aren't
in
you
Tales, sort
forgetting
of.
something?
That'd be funny if it just kept insulting him all the time. And that's like the one part that they kept and poorly executed with this part of the figurehead was the figure. They're all like, the figurehead was going to be insulting Guybrush the whole time for screwing up so badly. Yeah. It is, which is why it partially strikes me odd that Alexandra Boyd's voice was considered, like when they went to do the special editions and whatnot, why Alexandra Boyd's voice was considered the classic Elaine. I guess the main point was they were bringing in the primary cast from Curse of Monkey Island to do the voice. Yeah, they cast from CMI. Absolutely. But I do think that, and I feel bad because I don't even know her name right now, but she did Escapes Elaine did a wonderful job. Charity James, she did a great job. Being Elaine had a lot more lines, a lot more characterization within this game. Interesting. That's cool. I really need to put some time into Gabriel Knight. I don't know that I've ever actually played any of them, so I really should. Alright, I forgot to kiss you goodbye.
Oh, right. I forgot to kiss you goodbye.
Cute. No, you forgot to give the gubernatorial symbol back to me.
Oh, yeah. Here.
I need my Athora Wang. You can't take
I'm off
it.
to find the ultimate insult.
Try not to get killed and or cursed, dear.
What? What?
Although, that could be an Elaine plan. I mean, clearly she doesn't know. But it could be if she was playing the more like chess playing Elaine that we know from the overarching series, right? By taking the gubernatorial symbol, if she's aware of its requirement to the ultimate insult, then that's to prevent it from being assembled and used against her immediately. She's aware that more than likely, as usually does happen, once he acquires all these voodoo doodads, he will be attacked by the bad guys, and everything will be stolen and potentially used to imprison or
Welcome to
attack.
Jambalaya Island, home of swashbuckling pirates and spooky voodoo curses.
And tacky-themed restaurants.
And tourists. Do I be hearing piped-in music wafting through those artificial trees?
What are you guys talking about? This is a perfectly normal pirate town.
No, it's not. It is a gentrified pirate town.
That's been completely taken over by the corporate tourist industry. Gee, Ozzie must have been really busy here.
Oh, I need a drink.
I've got repairs to make.
I'll stay here and, guard the ship.
That's fair. He totally is. He's hammering with a musket. Like, what What did he have a musket from before? Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's our gun.
Ahoy there, Mr. Cheese.
From the Marsh of Time.
Ahoy yourself, Captain. What can I do for you?
Are you going to be taking any shore leave?
Probably not. This ship's in pretty sorry
Oh,
shape.
absolutely. But they probably repurposed that model
Besides, this island makes my skin
and shoved it
crawl.
into his hand.
Why?
It's so clean.
Where's Carla?
Where's Carla?
This is where
The bitter one with the sword and the attitude.
Yeah.
Well, she scuppered out of here as soon as we docked.
This is sort of cool that they gave a couple different solutions to some of these puzzles on this island, which is something that you really hadn't seen in the series for a couple goes at least, and being fairly linear with less probability. But you can get the monkey ticket for the monkey meal ticket from a couple different ways. So I mean, they did take a chance in the middle of it. Like most of the options you were given previously were like what order you did certain tasks in, but this one gave you multiple solutions, which really cool. Thank you for the heads up when this happens. Let's save here. This is getting close to talking without it being connected is silly. We're reconnected, but that means okay, we're reconnected. This seems a good time to button it up for the day anyway. To be totally honest, we're probably gonna get hit. Hey, you're back. Cool. Yeah, I think this is probably a good point to cut it for today, and then we'll just jump into the meat of jambalaya on Tuesday. Let's talk a little bit more. Why not? Want to help me find the pieces of ultimate insult? No, he doesn't. He needs to fix the ship.
Want to help me find the pieces of the ultimate insult?
But yeah,
That sounds
probably
like good
going to be
old-fashioned
cutting it pretty quick
pirate
here.
fun,
We're
Captain.
hitting
But
about
I really
the
have
2
to
hours.
repair this wreck of a ship.
Repair this, you
I don't
get
like.
me goat sniffer.
Yeah, I got.
Although I'm tempted
I got
to
a bunch
just
of
let
kids,
her
and
sink.
My wife's taking care of her at the moment, so it'll be time to go help here soon. But are you going to be taking any shore leave? No, carry on.
Are you going to be taking any shore leave?
Probably not. This ship's in pretty sorry shape.
Speak for yourself, bub.
Besides, this island makes my skin crawl.
That could have been
Why?
a good dynamic
It's
between
so
the two of them.
clean.
During these conversations, they could have had them bickering the whole time, like what just happened there.
Carry on, Mr. Cheese.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You can talk to him.
Hi, Otis.
What?
It's amazing that he's not in jail yet.
Carla's drunk.
Good for her! I wish I could join her.
Why aren't you with Carla?
Because someone has to stay and watch the ship while, Mr. There's plenty of room between those reefs. Hotshot navigator fixes the damage he did to the hull. It's just as well. This whole island, it give me the creeps.
Will you try to stay out of trouble this time?
How much trouble could I get into walking on a dock?
I shudder to think.
Besides, I'm not sure I want to go into town. This island gives me the
It has no
willies.
cheese, huh? But it has no cheese. It's so clean. Certainly again cannot. Oh my god. I fucking love Monty Python. So I got into the Discworld games, Discworld's books after playing the first Discworld game. And for me, what drew me to it was the fact that it had Eric Idle as the voice of Rincewind, and I was a fan of Monty Python. And then I ended up, my mom had been a fan of Pratchett's for years, and she talked me into reading the books, and God, they're awesome. Absolutely.
Carry on.
That's what I was trying to do.
Of course.
Welcome to Jambalaya Island. That sign is really high in the air.
Yeah, clearly. Just look straight up. Oh, no, it is up there.
Welcome to Jambalaya Island. That sign is really high in the air. I can't seem to get the hang of volleyball. The ball keeps smacking me in the face. Real pirates don't play volleyball. Of course, the hooks and eye patches tend to keep them away from most sports that place an emphasis on inflatable balls and acute depth perception.
That's fair. In fact, the presence of the volleyball net is very ableist. Funny to see you running this one. How am I doing it? The running, or? Right now I am playing the PS2 version through the PCS2X, I believe. PCSX2. Not in ScumVM, no. It's I'm running it in a PS2 emulator. The current implementation of it within ScumVM is fairly glitchy. My attempts to play the PS2 version usually crashes during the first scene. You can play the PC version. It is playable and completable with some serious glitches. But in this case, just straight old PS2 emulator and a controller, and ooh, I need to. I can't get that without having looked in the window.
It's an empty Star Buccaneers Grogachino cup. I can't get it from here. It's an empty Star Buccaneers Grogachino cup.
It is. I did originally. I was gonna try playing.
It's an empty
the
Star
PC
Buccaneers
version,
Grogachino cup.
In its original interpreter for the sake of playing through that way. But unfortunately, I was just having way too many issues getting it to run stably. It kept on crashing out pretty hard, even using Benny Boy's updated installer and installing it all to the machine. Any patches that just no luck. So totally, yeah, definitely. The dude, yeah, the Simpsons character, 100%. Wait, gotta take your shit.
Touristy stuff mostly. Lots of coffee and a Star Buccaneers logo coffee cup.
Because we are the.
There's a sale on coffee beans.
Oh my word! Really?
No.
Oops, my mistake.
You almost gave me a heart attack!
That delicious mini bagel you're about to sample has Star Buccaneers' own Schmear Whiz on it. A wonderfully delightful blend of artificial cream cheese and
And
salmon
I'm
log
not
bits with
sure
the convenience of a spray-on
why
can.
they made Simpsons teenager guy.
We're giving away
talking
free samples
innuendo.
today as a promotion, so please help yourself.
Well,
Sir, I'm not sure what you're doing, but I'm sure it's against company policy.
it is funny the amount of times they decided to have people comment on you opening your inventory and looking at what's in your pocket. Definitely.
You don't happen to offer free refills, do you?
And it's unexpected too,
I'll
right?
take care
So
of that for you.
it hits well.
Can't get enough of my sweet coffee goodness, can you?
Reminds me of my idea that I was telling you about before. Every time.
Alrighty, coming right up.
I do appreciate that as well. That was definitely a failing in Grimm, that you couldn't combine items. It was obviously they were able to execute without it, but I do appreciate that they reworked the whole inventory system a bit. Yeah, where you had to put the one thing out and then put something else there. Yeah, like it didn't require it. So it wasn't something that like was a pain. Yeah. Because you quite often have to gather several parts of a thing. And no, we didn't, put the map pieces together ourselves. But let's talk to this guy for a bit.
Welcome to Star Buccaneer's Coffee House. Can I help you, sir?
Grog me.
Sorry, sir, but we don't serve straight grog here. But we do have some nice grog-flavored coffee drinks to choose from.
Yeah. It did seem to add a little bit unnecessary whoosh to the moment, right? It's like, oh, you've decided the two right things. Pa-ting! And you shrub. Yeah, pardon the terrible sound effects, but it over rewarded the moment, perhaps,
But I want a grog.
You'll have to go over to the micro groggery for that, sir. We prefer not to compete with independent businesses.
yeah. Or they felt that they would need to really explain the concept of it, because they hadn't really been using it in their previous titles, right? So all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, you're gonna have to do this, but instead of just thinking you can click on something and use that thing with the other thing, we're gonna make sure you can do this. Yeah.
But that's not very convenient for me, the consumer.
Here at Star Buccaneers, we care less about the needs of the consumer and more about the relationship we have with our competitors.
Gee, that sounds great. Hey, wait a minute. I don't like that. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
That's the beautiful part. Because we have these agreements, there are no other coffee houses. So if you want a coffee drink, this is the place.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a wealth of content. There's a ton of witty dialogue. And the topics that are broached are poignant and have a level of depth to them as well that, can be appealing to both young and perhaps a little bit more detailed to older. Especially when you're looking at things. Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely off to the left. KCCC has just joined us, but I often refer back, to the assertion that this would have been a wonderful Sam and Max game. And of course it would. It's Sean Clark and Mike Stemley. This is why Hit the Road was such a wonderful thing. Because yes, Purcell was as involved as he possibly could be again, and was like primary, but it was them who made the damn game. You know, like. I'm a mighty pirate. Surrender your
I'm
women.
a mighty pirate. Surrender your women.
Very good, sir. You almost sound like a real pirate. Can I make you a coffee drink?
But I am a real pirate.
But I am a real pirate.
Me too. Watch this. Arg!
Yikes.
Pretty good, huh? I was top in my class at the Pirate Training Academy. So, pirate boy, what can I get for you?
I'd like a coffee drink.
Excellent. We have many fine drinks to choose from.
I'll have your coffee of the day.
Our featured coffee is the iced Grogacino.
I'll have one of those then. Still offering that free refill?
I think you've been hitting the funky bean too hard there, sir. Your cup is still full.
So it is.
Have a nice day, and
My
visit
cup
us
is
again
overflows.
soon.
Hey, Stan. Marco Polo. Marco de Pollo. Stands up cat dances. 2D platter.
Woohoo! Talk about your eye openers. I feel like I just drank an entire coffee plantation, donkeys and all.
You. Talk to Stan. Yeah.
Stan? Is that
the
you?
Static.
Why, if it isn't my old
The only
friend
problem with
Ed,
having articulated
Guybrush.
arms on the
Course it is,
Stan
course it is.
statue that I'm
Welcome
going
to
to make
Stan's Real
is that I
Estate
won't be able to
Empire,
make
where
the
a deal's a
static
deal and
plaid
the real
if I
estate is
leave them
real.
movable. I want it to be static plaid in the paint, or else it's not. They are. Almost like he's wearing gloves or something. So, maybe. Hawking real estate now.
You're hawking real estate now?
Timeshares, my good man. Looking for a second home? Investment property? A little extra income? Look no further. You can't afford not to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And for the next 24 hours, for just listening to my pitch, you get a coupon for a free monkey mug at Planet-Threepwood. Limit 1 per customer while supplies last. Void where prohibited by law and in the state of Wyoming.
Give me the pitch.
Smart decision, my friend. You'll thank me after you've heard about this exciting opportunity. Stay with me. The full pitch takes just under 3 hours. Be prepared to be stunned by what I have to tell you. What's the best investment for your hard-earned cash?
Weird that they
stock
put the
market?
pattern
No,
into
too
the hat
volatile.
as well.
Duck
I've never
food
noticed that
futures.
before.
No, ducks have short lifespans. Porcelain figurines. Uh-oh, oops, too fragile. What then? 2 words, time, share. That's right, real estate. Let me show you how a small investment today can compound into an incredible fortune in just a few short generations. So, who's
I think
excited
I've
and ready to
seen
invest?
some of
huh?
those, yeah.
Gosh, that
A
sounds
normal
interesting, but
coat.
I need to check with my wife first.
You bet. Gotta check with the missus. Wouldn't want to
Okay,
wind up in
maybe
the
I
old
haven't,
doghouse.
because I was thinking the image in my
Right.
head was.
I mean, where would the piranha poodles sleep?
Right. Well, thanks for listening. Have this coupon for a free monkey mug at Planet-Threepwood from your old friend Stan.
But like, what's with this hat? Is it glitching? That doesn't seem right. You can see into his head.
Tell me about these pamphlets.
Do yourself a favor and read them. They're full of all sorts of great information about Stan's timeshares. Take one. They're free. That's the kind of guy I am. Just giving things away.
I thought you were selling life insurance.
Turned into a dead end. Get it? Dead end. Seriously, no money in it anymore. It just dried up.
Why?
All my clients were dying and becoming ghosts just to collect on their policies. Oh well, gotta remain flexible, kid. Know what I mean? Timeshares are the wave of the future.
Why is your desk outside?
Ah, it's a beautiful day. How can you work inside on a day like this?
Why are you really outside?
Just a small problem with the local vermin. It's the problem that's small. The vermin themselves are actually quite large. But it's nothing to worry about. It'll be taken care of right away. It's just a minor setback. What's important is that the timeshare units are,
Even
legally speaking,
with,
practically
beyond
vermin-free.
Guybrush faking his death. How many ghost pirates and shit there are? They die, and as long as they're cursed, they can cash out. Show up as a specter. Where's my money? Yeah, I think the CMI stand is a mutual of storm. It's some, I don't know. Maybe if they had gotten Tim Curry to do it. Never really thought of it before, but Tim Curry could have been Stan. Doesn't talk fast enough, though.
I'll just be on my way.
You can't afford to wait too long. This deal won't last.
Hyperglue. Shaking's no use because it won't come loose. Sounds like some pretty potent stuff. Oh, I think the Grogachino's wearing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, madames and messieurs, brigands and wenches, welcome to planet Threepwood.
Murray? Murray the Evil Skull?
Guybrush? Guybrush the mortal pirate?
Wow, it is a small world after all.
Yeah. I do feel, though, that they, for 3D representation, they nailed it in Tales.
How did you escape from Monkey Island? The last time I saw you, you were sitting on a shelf in LeChuck's demonic amusement park.
Ah, that's a tale of heart-stopping malice and
They gave him too
evil.
much ability.
Naturally.
He can
It all
move.
started a few months ago. As usual, I was sitting on my
Maybe it's
shelf,
job, but
working on my
hear him
plans to
talking, he's
conquer
not.
the world.
But now he can turn himself. He can, like, hop.
Suddenly, the amusement park exploded with a blast of demonic heck fire.
Yeah, you enjoy his appearance in Tales, but you don't enjoy the writing. I did like the whole Santino shtick, but it seemed, yeah.
It was those hydrogen-filled LeChuck balloons, right? I knew they were trouble.
No, it was LeChuck. Apparently his flaming beard melted its way through his icy tomb, freeing him.
I knew I should have given him a shave before I left. But what caused the explosive blast of demonic heck fire?
Oh, he was just letting off a little steam. Steam, get it? Hey, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Also, why would Murray be privy? He literally was just on a shelf somewhere. He's nobody. He was part of the actual army at one point until we shot him with a fucking cannon and he drifted up against a boat. You know, he's... Well, he is, you know, the evil skull. he's not really that important, or else LeChuck wouldn't have left him hanging in a fucking voodoo swamp and then a grave. And, you know, like, what are you doing
What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the greeter/bouncer of Planet Threepwood. The creme de la creme in pirate-themed family style, all-together evil dining.
Murray!
All right, I added the evil part.
Remember to brush my teeth after having this and wash my hands when I like this. I'm gonna run and do that right after, actually.
I can't imagine how you could be a very good bouncer.
Why not?
Well, for starters, you've got no arms.
Evil needs no arms. Watch. You, over there with the face.
Who, me?
Yes, you. I want you out of the restaurant now.
Oh, but I'm not...
Talk to the hand, mortal.
What hand?
Sorry.
Don't play smart with me, fleshbag. Out, out, out!
Impressive. I don't imagine you get much repeat business, though. So, how do you like this job?
Personally,
at
I
least
preferred it when I
wrap
was
up the
just
conversation
a
with
greeter.
Murray
It really
and
allowed
that
me
sort of
plenty of
thing.
time to work on my evil dreams.
A little bit past
But
when I
Guapo, the
usually
bouncer monkey ran
go
away,
to.
they needed someone to double on bouncer duty, and I really
we
needed
will
the money.
be buttoning
Murray,
it up
what do you
here
need money for?
in the next
To
few minutes.
finance
but,
my diabolical schemes, of course. Do you have any idea how much it costs to hire a fleet of Scandinavian barbarians these days?
How would you
like to become an integral part of a powerful voodoo talisman?
Is it an evil talisman?
Potentially.
What's it called?
The ultimate insult.
The ultimate... Don't be naive, mortal. The ultimate insult is too powerful to be wielded by the likes
My
of you.
wife is.
But I need a headpiece, and you'd be perfect. See?
You fool! This diagram clearly indicates you need a monkey head. I am a human head.
Well, I just thought...
Well, think a little harder. I want no part of this ultimate insult tomfoolery.
All right.
So, after LeChuck escaped, how did you end up here?
After his escape, LeChuck began destroying his theme park in a fit of demonic rage. Although personally, I think he was just colossally embarrassed by the whole thing. I mean, really, what kind of a demonically evil scheme involves roller coasters and cotton candy anyway?
Enough editorializing. How'd you wind up here?
Oh, that. Well, one of the explosions flung me out to sea, where, ironically, I landed on the shattered remnants of a midway dart game. After weeks at sea, I drifted ashore on this delightfully evil isle, where Ozzie Mandrill, a man after my own blackened soul, gave me a job at this fine establishment. Mwah!
Yeah.
You know, the tale of your exodus wasn't particularly filled with heart-stopping malice and evil.
Are you kidding? It had LeChuck, Ozzie, and yours truly. How much more evil can you get?
Good point. I've got to go.
Stop by anytime for more pirate-themed fun and evil.
Hi, Murray.
Welcome to Planet Threepwood, the evilest thing.
Knock it off,
I've got to go.
Stop by anytime for more pirate-themed fun and evil. Ahoy, mateys! Set sail for family fun at Planet 3. Not this time, silly mortal. I'm nailed to the seat of this stool, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Maybe not, but this stool looks like it spins.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? So that's your game, huh? Spin the helpless talking skull, huh? How juvenile. Okay, Threepwood, you've had your fun. Now stop spinning me.
As a cannon operator in tourist clothes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mesdames and messieurs, stop spinning me, accursed mortal! I said stop it! If you don't stop spinning me, I'll put an evil curse on you! Okay, here I go. I'm putting a curse on you. That's it, you're cursed. You are gonna have such a rash. I am not gonna talk to you while you're doing this. Don't touch me, foolish mortal. I said, don't touch me. I am not gonna talk to you while you're doing this.
Totally. That sounds fun.
Ladies, hey, what are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames and messieurs, brigands and wenches, welcome to Planet Threepwood, the piratiest place on Earth. Step inside and sample our fun-filled, genuine pirate cuisine.
Now.
Prepared by genuinely fun-filled pirate chefs.
But if I go there, I gotta go through the whole intro scene. And this is about where I should be buttoning it up. Well, it's funny. Such a weird thing to have. You know, here's a diving competition. But, okay.
Whoa. Nice dive.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey, Arthrax.
I fear that my skills have
we have
atrophied
the worst
as
type
of
of
late,
luck.
though.
I'm pretty much
I'm not
coming.
half the diver I used to be.
That was one of the best plank dives I've ever seen.
And who are you
One of the
that
best
would take such
plank
pains to
divers
flatter an
in the
aging
world.
plank diver?
In the world.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, plank diver.
Welcome to Jambalaya Island, Mr. Threepwood. I am Marco de Pollo, undefeated and undisputed plank diving champion
we're just
of the
about
world.
getting ready to button it up for the day. And to come back to the stream on Tuesday. But we will talk to you
I just
another
remembered a
time,
previous
Marco.
engagement. Bye.
We're doing a thing. I like his pirate swimwear. If I'm about to cut it for the day, we might as well cut it on an Easter egg. Yeah. But I don't know, they were fine with God of War. And let's not forget Magna Cum Laude. Although the PS2 version was the heavily censored version. I think Magna Cum Laude gets a lot of, yeah, hot coffee. It is totally there. No, it's, and that was just a Game Shark hack. And yeah, they do that by altering offsets, but really it's not like they can eat. The models were there, you know. Playboy, the mansion. There's a Sims knockoff, all about being Hugh Hefner, banging playmates.
Ow!
That was different. What the hell? So what if he came out with without a shirt on at one point? That's crazy. Well, at least we got bit by... I have to stop now. My kids are completely fucking crazy, and it's not fair for me to leave it all on my wife. So we're going to save here today, guys. And we're going to button it up. And yes, I want to overwrite my previous save. hey, we made it, while there was some crashes today, we made it through the game through this leg without it having some massive game-breaking glitch. So everything's coming up Millhouse. Jeez. NEM ratings just death in different markets. Alright, but I have to take off to go stop my kids from beating the crap out of each other. So, you guys have an awesome day. Thank you for joining me for the stream today. Thanks for popping on ATM. Always fun. Arthur X, KCCC, and our new interactor who had a pretty cool theory here. I'm just going back. Wow, we talk a lot. Oh, it's already gone. Now I feel bad. But he was fun too, and he had some excellent like it's a version of a theory that's been floating around for a long time. Anyways, take care, guys. Have a great day, and we will catch you on Tuesday. And if anybody's into it, we'll be probably streaming some more of the Western World later on tonight. All right, cheers, guys. Have a great one, and catch you next time.